barrels cost a lot. The this cost a lot.
The infrastructure.
The having high-risk vineyards like Hartford, that cost a fortune, you know.
Definitely.
But luckily, they're owned by people or business entities that are deep pockets in a sense to
can afford to wait for the good years through the lean
and
ones,
do everything
sure.
the right way and buy the best oak barrels and the best thing. And if a wine is not ready, to hold it for another 6 months at the winery before you release it. Like a lot of people have to release their wine because
they
owe money
to
on
only
it. Sitting
the
there, it's
good
all your
stuff
money
out.
tied up.
Definitely.
So it's nice. And in this particular one, John Deere, I guess, you know, made a couple of dollars in his day here and there.
Well, it's well invested.
So
here.
us as the people, we can benefit from it by tasting wines that were made without any compromise.
Basically, yes. I mean, right down to the inner structure of the trellises and the watering systems and the maintenance. It's just fantastic. I'm very impressed with all of these wineries. They have everything just totally at maximum for quality in their inner structure, which gives them the ability to maintain such a high level of excellence in their wines. Because as we, you know, Steve and I basically believe in, that it starts right from the grapes. You have to have the best grapes, and everything else
from there. That was one
from
thing
there.
we heard through the whole thing.
Yes, we were very supported that way.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's the raw material, that's it.
Right. Grapes are rich. You start with that, and the only thing you can do is detract from it. You can't really add to the beauty of grapes. They're just the most wonderful creatures in the world, what they can do for us. And the different yeasts. One thing I learned on this trip was that, you know, I used to just think of, like, you know, store-bought yeast to be boring, and native yeast was just like one yeast there. But we got a lesson in that there's multiple levels of yeast, and they're all doing their own things and dying off and changing and making the complexity such an amazing thing. And, you know, just little subtleties like that just add to a terroir of a region, because there'll be just like maybe 5, 6, whatever, 10 yeasts in there that aren't in other areas. So they will react differently and produce, you know, alcohol, and react to the yeast that do produce alcohol differently. So it's an amazing thing. Steve pointed out earlier on the tour with Hartford, I mean, the risk of some of those wineries where they produce in the hundreds and maybe thousands of barrels, where other in batches, where other ones produce in the hundreds of thousands of barrels. You know, so it's like it's not even a